What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Javiation.
Traffic, 11
north
o'clock.
of Anderson.
And Tower, we're gonna do a go around. It's maybe not like death trouble, but it's like you're getting yelled at by ATC trouble, you know? All right, guys, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Javiation. We're back on the channel. Today we're flying from Echo 16 San Martin to Truckee, which is an airport right near the Tahoe area. It's a towered airport. We'll have some terrain considerations, wind considerations, things like that. We got two special guests. We got Coach Gray here, Stanford head wrestling coach, or Stanford assistant head wrestling coach. And then in the back there, Aiden, lean over so they could see you. We got 2026 149-pound NCAA national champion. So we got some heavy cargo on the back. So you see this airplane that's coming up. You'll be able to see it right now. So this thing is called a caravan.
This is the one that does the skydiving trips, right?
No, that's a different one. So this one is fully they're automating the aircraft. So it's going to be it's a robotics aircraft. So it's going to be fully autonomous. And then we're going to go through our checklist here. Doors, caps, parachute system is right here. In the event, now we have to be 600 feet above the ground. So you guys see this thing here that says gaggle? Very important. We can't pull that unless that says 600 or more. Something happens to me, aircraft's losing control. First thing you're going to do is hit that blue button, level. Okay, that levels the wings. Next thing you're going to do is either pull that. So it pulls down, 50 pounds of pressure, don't yank it, just sway it down, 50 pounds of pressure, rocket will shoot out, parachute comes down. If you remember, power back first, otherwise just pull it. We're not going to come down undershoot. We're going to come down nice and smooth, but you never know, so just make sure that's in your mind. Pull the chute. All right, San Martin traffic, Cirrus 717 Alpha Foxtrot taking the active runway 14. We have that traffic behind us, and we have that traffic on upwind. San Martin. All right, we're going to accelerate to 77 knots, and then we're going to go ahead and rotate. Power set. Airspeed's coming alive. There's 77. She wants to fly. Let's let her fly. Okay, positive rate. Flaps are coming up. San Martin traffic, Cirrus 7 Alpha Foxtrot is upwind, 14, San Martin. I'm going to start my turn. NorCal approach, Cirrus 717 Alpha Foxtrot, request.
November 717 Alpha Foxtrot, NorCal approach, request.
Request flight following from Echo 16 to Truckee. We're at 3,200, we're in SR22 slant golf.
717 Alpha Foxtrot, thank you, San Jose altimeter 29907, maintain VFR, Fox 4513.
4513, 29907, we'll maintain VFR, thank you, San Foxtrot. By the way, if you take your phone and you go to the Wi-Fi, look for Starlink. I'll give you the code. We got full high-speed Wi-Fi up here. So you could take a meeting if you'd like, or a phone call, whatever you need. Send photos, any of that. So if you look back, you see it's installed on the rear panel. I've got a special carbon fiber mount. I got a dish right up against the sky there, so we don't miss a beat. Pulling back manifold pressure to 30.5, and we're going to lean out our fuel flow. On climb, we're burning about 40 gallons an hour. All right, 30.5. Temperatures are good. Fuel flows. Let's pull her back a little bit.
4134, ready speed to 250 left.
16.6.
4134.
That's looking good. All right, now we just chill and monitor. We're doing about 200 miles an hour over the ground, and we're looking good.
So which one is the R speed?
R speed? So we're doing 179 knots, so it's 1.15 mile an hour, so that's about 205 over the ground. We got a slight tailwind, slight crosswind, and then indicated as 142. This doesn't mean anything because this only means something for the control of the aircraft. These are your actual real speeds. And the reason why is every time you get to a new altitude, the air becomes less dense or more dense, depending on where you're at. And so this can indicate 120, you might be doing 200. So you always go off of ground speed. And true. This is control. So for example, two things that kill you in aircraft. Number one is speed, number two is altitude. We always want our speed above 80 knots. Very rarely do we ever go below that, maybe just on touchdown.
Malibu 019er, contact approach.
And then we want to be clear of obstacles. So I'm always, if everything goes out, I'm right here on backups, speed, and altitude. Wings level. That's it. Fly the plane. We'll be there in 40 minutes.
I saw that. Then.
So it'll be 56 round trip. It was 44 because it's a little closer. So what you'll see is, you'll see us past Donner. We'll kind of fly south of Donner, and then Donner Lake, and then you'll see to the right, you'll see Lake Tahoe. Tahoe's non-towered, and it's a small, quaint little airport. Super cool, but just one giant long runway. So here's the ranch house. I got some leveling work I'm doing over there. I'm setting up a shooting range. So at some point we got to take the guys up there.
Oh yeah.
And have some fun. If you guys ever want to do a trip to NorCal, Whiskey Town, Lake Shasta, any of that, if you give me a heads up, we can block out a night or two so you can get up there, stay the night, and then that way, check out NorCal. It's really pretty up there. It's pretty hot, but really pretty. At night, it's gorgeous.
That's gorgeous up there.
And this is what we want. We want a nice, uneventful, relaxing flight.
Have your other runs been this smooth as well?
Yeah, pretty smooth. I mean, this thing is really, really nice. It's just makes for a nice ride. Does a really good job buffering turbulence, so things are relatively smooth. When I was a youngster, in my mid-20s, when I bought my first plane, I had this plane called a Turbo 206, which was like a giant Suburban in the air. And that thing was also really comfortable because it was so big, kind of like bulky, but it was slow. It looked like a traditional Cessna high wing that you see, but just a lot bigger, carried 6. And I flew that thing into Mexico, into Baja. I took Sandra on this trip. By the way, this airport right here is, let's see what this is. That's Stockton.
Oh, wow, okay.
So pretty cool 20-minute flight if we ever need to go to Stockton.
Wow.
Fresno's like 27. But I took Sandra on this trip, and we landed right on the beaches of this place called Loreto in Mexico, Baja. Wow. And then we took out these little boats. I mean, this is like out of a movie. We took out these little small dinghy boats, and they took us out. This is in February when they have the humpback season. And these little humpback calf whale, to this day, is probably one of the most incredible experiences. And the thing that sucks is, to my point earlier, back then we had the stupid flip phones, so really not a lot of photograph capability. And man, I wish I had photos of this. There's somewhere a photo of it, but I just don't have it. This little calf whale comes right up to the boat. And I'm telling you, it's the weirdest shit I've ever experienced, because I think, like, as a human, you never think in your mind, you see these things on movies, cartoons, books, right? You never really think, I'm going to pet a whale. This thing comes out of the earth, out of the water, and its eyes are that big, and it's right here, Coach.
No way.
And I'm staring eye to eye to this thing, and I'm petting it.
Oh my God.
And the mother's right there, and we're at its mercy because it can just destroy us.
Center Mike, for direction of flight, it should be an odd altitude plus 500.
Copy, descending to 9,500. Thank you, sir. 7 Foxtrot. So it was pretty wild, and I just remember that as like this one moment in aviation where I was like, man, you could just not do that any other way. And that's kind of what hooked me, man. And then went through some financial turbulence where I had to get rid of the plane and kind of restart. Had that happen a couple times. And so the second time around, here I am again, and this time I get this thing called a Duchess, which is a multi-engine, because at this point now I was training for a charter airline. I thought I would go do that, and I did for a little short while. And that thing was kind of ancient technology, 2 engines, but pretty fast and nimble. And we flew that thing across the country a couple times through crazy weather. So early on, I had a lot of really cool aviation experiences. And then when we were, raising the kids for like probably that 10-year period of madness, I didn't fly at all. And so about 3 years ago, I started flying again, getting reacquainted. And it is like riding a bike, but it's also like relearning everything again. So it's, and now the tech is so different. I mean, before it was steam gauges.
Yep. 30
of them, buttons everywhere. Now everything's glass and it's automated. Now you just have to tell it what to do. it's like AI. Tell it what to do, but if you don't give it the right commands, you're kind of in trouble. And the planes are so fast, you can get behind the airplane, and now it's maybe not like death trouble, but it's like you're getting yelled at by ATC trouble, you know? And it can be other trouble, but that's kind of how I would describe it. So right now, where I'm at in the journey is 7 months in, retraining. Now I'm working on my instrument proficiency. So I have all 7 licenses, but because it's weird, but they never expire. But am I skilled to do like commercial IFR? Absolutely not. So that's what I'm working on now. The goal is by the end of the year to be back up to, 25-year-old Joel that was like good at pilot. That's what we're working towards. But it's fun, man.
It's good to get out there and start drilling again.
Yeah, just like that. Drilling again. That's awesome. Well, the best recruiting tool you can have is a good result, right? You guys finished 6th, got a champ, you got 4 All-Americans, and I think and also with the champ, you got a kid doing it out of the gate, which I think shows people like, hey, you know what? I can do this. I don't have to be at Penn State. I don't have to be at Oklahoma. I don't have to be at Iowa. I could do it anywhere. So it's testimonial, man.
But you can do it at Stanford. That's the big thing. Like, you can do it. You can literally have the best education and wrestling experience and crush it on the mat, compete for NCAA titles, compete for Olympic and world titles, and get a world-class degree and get set up for life, And they're just good kids, too. Out of 10 weight classes, we're returning 6 All-Americans, which is wild. It's like, I put that in perspective. Really good.
That's awesome.
Fun. Yep.
Chipping away.
That's it. Every day better.
Those are the Sierras.
Wow. Okay, I thought so.
So we'll hit those, and we'll hit those there, and then we'll pass the lake kind of on the right. So usually I'll come right in here. So we're going a little further, but you guys are kind of where you're staying is kind of over there, kind of where that little dot is. It's just closer to there. You've been to Tahoe before?
Never.
I asked you. Never. Okay, so Lake Tahoe, in my opinion, of everything in the West Coast, it is probably the most beautiful place. You're in the mountains. The lake is gorgeous. It's gorgeous in the winter, in the summer, in the fall, and in the spring. Man, there's so many cool things about Lake Tahoe. You got to bring the family, even if you just come up for the weekend. It's such a cool place. I love it. I mean, there's a few places I throw up there. I really love Napa Valley. I think it's beautiful, but Lake Tahoe is majestic, man. It is just like, feels different up there. So you'll be in for, hopefully you guys get to sightsee, because you're not training the whole time, right?
No. So that's, wanted to, once we get in and get settled, and I got our schedule planned out, which is great. It's like, just talk with Aiden. All right, let's go do some cool stuff. Train in the morning, and then go do cool stuff. So definitely excited to get around. And
you're going with the right guy. This dude loves it up there.
Oh, perfect.
So he knows the spots. He'll probably take you to Cypress Cove, which is there's a place called Emerald Bay, which is, you guys will have a car?
Yeah.
Beautiful. So you drive around, you should explore, man. Drive the whole thing, go up to Emerald Bay, go up to Alpineville. I mean, there's just so many freaking cool spots there. Good food, a lot of hippie dudes. They import a lot of people to work in the summers from different parts of the world. So you'll see a lot of people just, they come there, they want to ski, they want to snowboard. And so they'll work the summers, save up money, and then they'll just like work part-time in the winter so they can be on the slope. So you'll see a lot of people like that, young people. Pretty laid-back community. But yeah, I love Tahoe. It's such a cool place.
We're super excited to, obviously excited to get up and check all this out and explore. And it's been like a summer of just doing cool California stuff that we've always dreamt about doing on the East Coast, but just didn't seem like it was possible. It's like instead of going to Poconos, we went to Yosemite.
Yeah.
Instead of going to Cape May, we went to Maui.
Cool.
So the next thing is instead of going to Lake Hopatcong, it's we go to Tahoe. So we're looking at dates.
So the next thing that'll happen here is we're about 50 miles out, 18 minutes to touchdown. So we'll get the weather. We'll figure out what runway they're going to put us, which is the tricky part about this particular airport, because there's 4 runways. We don't know what we're going to get.
Same
And,
direction, 9500 to
get a little disorienting when you're not, like, you've never been, so hopefully pretty straightforward, but like I said, worst case.
Now, Foxy traffic will pass behind, off your left side and behind you. It's Sky Lane, about 3 miles west of you now, 9500, same direction.
Copy, we're looking for that traffic, 7 Alpha Foxtrot. We got Placerville right off our side here. Yeah, I've been surprised how smooth this plane is. Like, we should get a little turbulence in the mountains, we always do, but I haven't experienced that in this thing, which is really weird. I think it just buffers it real well. You see the wing? Kind of see it on both sides. The wing is offset. You have that front wing is forward.
Yes.
So what happens, the way it's built, the reason it's built like that is that that section of the wing that's ahead, it essentially encounters that first hit of wind first. So it buffers. It creates almost like a vortex off the wingtip, and it absorbs a shit ton of turbulence. And so it just makes for a smoother ride. I think that's part of the reason, but
29902, my destination.
Yeah, because it hasn't moved.
and then this gives us cool visual here. We can see that we're crossing terrain, right? So we're free of all terrain here. There's no issues, which is nice. You never want to have that hitting any of those points. We got a guy 1,800 feet coming toward us somewhere in there. Hard to see planes in the air. And it's a tiny bit hazy right now.
A little bit.
Yeah. So this guy's coming straight at us, 700 feet above, so we'll keep an eye. He's coming from here. Yeah.
I see one 11 o'clock as well there.
You see 11?
It's heading at 10 right there.
1 o'clock,
Yeah.
4 miles.
Okay, so this guy, let's just make sure
Oh, there we go, right?
you got him in sight?
2 o'clock visual.
I do not have him.
Got him right here to the right. Heading 2 to 3.
Oh, there he is. Okay. That'll be no factor. He'll come over our side, but still pretty crazy how close he gets, right?
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
7 Alpha Foxtrot, traffic 3 o'clock in 2 miles westbound, indicating 9,500 descending, and on your present night, you're passing about a mile and a half north.
We have that traffic in sight. He just passed over our right wing tip, 7 Alpha. Thank you. Would have been nice if you told us that before, dude.
You gotta keep your head on a swivel.
Yeah. So let's see if we can get weather now. So it'll be a little bumpy here, should be, but nothing too crazy, I don't think. We'll find out. And remember I told you, so that is GPS above ground level. So we're 4,300. So even though it looks pretty close, we actually got over 4,000 feet above this terrain, which gives us a lot of cushion.
Contact NorCal approach on 123.7.
And, you know, if we had like any trouble or any issues or we're running out of engine or anything crazy, what I would do now is I would do an immediate U-turn, fly back to populated area, get as far as we can, troubleshoot, and right around 1,500, 2,000 feet, we pull shoot. So we have a lot of options for engine out situations, which are pretty damn rare, but you always want to be thinking about that. Especially over terrain. We'll get a little bit of that, but we're within. So what we want to look at is we're in this green arc, which means that we can handle pretty good chop. If it gets really bad, I'll pull back power even more for speed and maybe disconnect autopilot and sort of kind of glide a bit more towards some of these areas. Heading and turn towards this a little just to get us slightly lower terrain. And Truckee Tower, Cirrus 717 Alpha Foxtrot, 10 miles out, and we're -8. Can't seem to get that tuned in. Are you guys using runway 29?
Sure, 717 Alpha Foxtrot, Truckee Tower. This information, Foxtrot's current. The wind is light and variable. The altimeter 3019er. Density altitude 8,200. Plan for left traffic, runway 29er. Report downwind.
Yes, sir. We will make an entry into left traffic for 29er. We'll report downwind 7 Alpha Foxtrot. All right, we're going to start slowing this guy down. Go full rich. I'm going to go ahead and cancel autopilot. And we're going to come down to 7. Get into the pattern. Throw in full notch of flaps just to get stable. Be a little choppy on the way in, but we're good. Can you see the runway now?
Yes.
There.
Oh, wow, there we go.
Their pattern is 7,000. Is that correct? 7 Alpha Foxtrot?
7 Alpha Foxtrot, affirmative. 7,000 is the pattern altitude.
Alrighty, we're starting to enter that 45 into downwind. We're losing altitude here. 7 Alpha Foxtrot.
7 Alpha Foxtrot, roger, no problem. You're number 1, runway 29er, clear to land.
Yes, sir. Number 1, runway 29er, clear to land. 7 Alpha Foxtrot. We're already clear to land, so no traffic. We'll pull power back, get to pattern, a little wider stance here. And landing is my favorite thing. just enjoyable. It's challenging in different ways. Let's go full flaps. And guess what? We beat the wind. So let's put Aiden back on.
Truckee Tower.
Finding ways to win.
Full flaps are in, mixtures all the way in, speeds are looking good. I'm going to add a little power just because we're looking very good. This will be a bit of a tight turn. We're going to leave the nose down. I'm going to pull power because we're a little bit high. Let it sink. So we're 900 feet now.
$500. Sink rate.
You know what? We're going to do a go around. And tower, we're going to do a go around. I think we came in a little high, 7 Alpha Foxtrot. Let's do a nice pattern entry.
Yeah.
And Truckee Tower, we're going to go around, back in the pattern. Just came in a little steep here, 7 Alpha
600.
Foxtrot.
Sure, 7 Alpha Foxtrot, roger. Fly over the bypass bridge to the interstate and re-enter left traffic runway 29er.
Yes, sir. We'll fly over the bridge and re-enter 7 Alpha Foxtrot. I don't do a lot of go-arounds. They're pretty rare. But I think that approach was a little too unstable. Let's pull her back.
7 Alpha Foxtrot, once you're over the interstate, continue over the interstate. I'll call your turn to the left downwind. I do have traffic entering the pattern from the south.
Wilco, I am flying over the interstate, and you call my entry.
I'm going to swing it a little wide yet. I've got a Cirrus right off the departure into the runway over the interstate also.
Copy, no worries, 7 Alpha Foxtrot.
It looks like he's going to fly wide. 7 Alpha Foxtrot, start your left turn to the downwind.
Thank you, sir. Left turn into downwind.
Says 23 Romeo, you're now number 2. You're following a Cirrus ahead and to your left on the downwind.
Looking for that traffic. Is he,
Traffic, 11
north of
o'clock,
the interstate?
high, 1
No,
mile.
he's on the left downwind. If you don't see him, I'd advise you turn left just a little bit.
I got him.
He's right at your altitude.
There, I got that traffic in sight. You're, I'm going to let you fly over my left wing. There you go.
Okay, so that was a pretty wide downwind. So that's a 2123 Romeo. I think that Cirrus is still going to proceed you to the airport. You'll be number 2 to follow him.
Skylane 23 Romeo. Yeah, I was looking ahead. I'm going to do a left 360 and let him get in.
Runway 29er, taxi via Alpha, cross runway 2.
That was kind of crazy what that guy just did.
Skylane 23 Romeo, we're going to do a left 360, get out of his way.
Skyline 23 Romeo, roger, that's approved.
All right, full flaps coming in. Nothing like some exciting action coming closer.
Sure, 7 Alpha Foxtrot, runway 29er, clear to land.
29er clear to land. I'll go ahead and turn base, 7 Alpha Foxtrot.
Altitude.
It says altitude, by the way, because we're crossing through it, but we're clear of obstacles, so we're in good shape. And our approach looks good. We're not going to be really high this time. We'll be nice and smooth. Was that crazy?
Yeah, it was interesting. Hey, we got a bonus approach, though. It's great.
That was pretty wild. I woke up, by the way.
You woke up when you saw that?
No, I woke up earlier when you were coming in on the approach. I took a video of the shot of you turning and like coming in over the runway, and you were kind of trying to drive down pretty quickly. That was pretty cool. By the way, I would love to have brought in a pool because these
500.
lakes look so good.
All right, we're looking really good. Approach speed's looking really good.
Skyline 2123 Romeo, runway 29er, clear to land.
Clear to land, number 2, traffic in sight, 23 Romeo.
Roger.
Let's get butter here, baby. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. There we go.
Nice. That's great.
All right. I think transient is right here. Nice landing, nice approach. Little hairy there with that guy.
That's a 717 Tango Romeo. Cirrus 717 Tango Romeo. Oh, just hold short of the Alpha taxiway and contact ground 118.3.
Holding short Alpha, taxiway, we'll contact ground 118.7. Thank you.
The jet is sick.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that guy just wanted to do a pass and check out your new plane.
Yeah, maybe. That's funny.
Okay, now that we're on the ground, are we going to talk about how insane that plane was getting that close? I've never seen
Well,
that shit before.
I think he got confused. I saw him turning. I was like, fuck, this guy's not seeing us. So I stayed wide so that he just turned in.
He's landing right now.
But yeah, that happens. And Truckee ground Cirrus 717 Alpha Foxtrot. We're holding short Alpha here. I'd like to taxi to transient. I believe that's to my right.
Cirrus 717 Alpha Foxtrot ground. Turn right on Alpha, left on Delta. Transient is anywhere to the right side of the self-serve fuel island. You'll see it once you turn on Delta.
Alrighty, thank you, sir. We'll turn right here on Alpha and left on Delta 7 Alpha Foxtrot. That's the big boy club.
I was going to say, how much are jets like that?
Believe it or not, it depends, but that's like anywhere between 5 and 10.
Exit 41, the Cessna's going to hold for you. Cross runway 2 on Alpha.
Cross runway 2 at Alpha, exit jet 481.
Feel like a target today?
Say again?
He says, are you feeling kind of like a target today?
We're like a light to moths or something.
Yeah, there you go.
They asked him if he felt like a target because the guy got in the way of everybody.
Yeah. Jeez.
I mean, my fault was coming in on the initial approach too high, but the problem is I've never been here, and I'd rather fly high on terrain. And then I was like, that's going to be a steep. We could have got down, but it would have been too steep. So I'm like, I'd rather just come back in, and then obviously that's when we had some fun.